All right, we're gonna pull in here, giving the car its 100,000 mile car wash. All right. So we're 5 miles away from turning 100,000 miles. The car's 7 years old. It's a 2010 Prius B, bought in the last part of the year. November 4th, 2010 is when I bought it. So it's taken me 7 years, 2 months, and 3 days to flip it over to 100,000 miles. The car has the original back disc brakes on. I think I've only replaced the front disc brakes. If you know anything about Priuses, they don't use up the brakes as quickly because when you apply your brake pedal, it's actually engaging a generator which recovers a lot of the energy. So this car is a Prius 4. It has the sunroof up here. It has a solar panel, which in the summer it automatically cools the interior of the car while it's sitting in a hot parking lot. It has the navigation, which I just upgraded the navigation today with a disc from eBay for about $17, and seems to work perfectly. I put this in. It's a special rail down here. It's from a company called extendmyseat.com. I'm 6'6", and so for me to be in a Prius, even with the seat all the way back, is still a little bit too little leg room for me. So I put that in, and as you see, I mean, if I put the seat all the way back, I'm able to extend out pretty far, extend my legs all the way. One of the most comfortable cars I've ever had. Yeah, I've got plenty of headroom to the sunroof. But overall, I mean, I did that probably a month after I bought this car, and it cost maybe $220 for the rails. Took me about a half an hour to put in. One of the best things I've ever purchased. Great for the 2010 series. We also have a 2001 Prius. I wouldn't say that worked as well in the 2001. It didn't seem to fit as well. As you see, the interior of the car, there's no scratches or anything. Leather seats, you know, all the options that came with the 4. And the exterior of the car, the only thing I changed about the exterior is I put a clear bra on the front. You can hardly even see it, but it just protects the paint. And also removed the hubcaps because I find that the aluminum rims look better than the hubcaps do. So overall, completely stock. The only problem I had with the car was the rear seat belts. I think I had to have Toyota replace each one of those retractors. Our kids would get stuck in the seat belt. Not a good thing. They did replace it. I had a 7-year, 100,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty that I bought for $1,400, and I believe that is what covered that. So I don't know if Toyota would have covered those problems if I didn't have the warranty. But overall, this has been a tremendously good experience. The first 100,000 miles has been fantastic. I've taken this car down the Niagara Falls region up to Sault Ste. Marie. It's been through the Smoky Mountains. It's been on a number of family trips with 5 people in the car. No one was ever uncomfortable. This particular car has Michelin X-Ice i3 tires on it. I leave them on year-round. I had originally had Blizzak WS80 tires on it. They wore a little bit faster than what I'd like. I would say the Blizzaks were a little bit better in the snow and ice, but these Michelin X-Ice i3s, this is my second set of them. This is actually the second year for these tires, this particular set of tires, and they've been outstanding for every season. No matter whether it's hot, whether it's cold, no matter what, I never feel bad about going out in the snow with this car. So that's it for now, and we'll turn it back on when it's ready to turn 100,000 miles. So here's the outside of the car. This is 100,000 miles on the car, about ready to turn. You can see I added those little stripes down there at the bottom. solar sunroof up here. Never had any kind of problems with hail or anything. There was a tiny little bit of hail. Didn't really affect it. The car has actually sat outside most of, well, probably the last 4 years it sat outside. This has the Xylon treatment. You can see this X on the window right here. That's what that stands for. And I would highly recommend that as well. That's really held up very well. Should turn any second now.
There we go.
There we go. 100,000 miles. And yeah, we're just a little bit down from there. At the 5 points tire service. Is that it there?
I like the belt.
So there, we just turned 100,000 miles in our 2010 Prius. We're here in Greensburg, Indiana. And that tower up there is a tree in the tower. Let's take a look around here.